guys, and welcome back to another short. Now, I'm going to be addressing a problem, but a technical problem. Yes, it's been a while since I did some technical troubleshooting video, but this time it's not about Minecraft. Now, basically, I don't know how many of you guys have this problem because it's occurred to me, but I've barely seen anything on the internet on how to fix it. But I recently got it fixed, and so I want to teach you guys how to fix it if you're having the same problem. Let's say you buy a new monitor connected by DisplayPort to your PC, a second monitor, and it says it can run 75 Hertz, but it only runs 60. And so you go into the Windows display settings to change it to 75, but then the screen gets stretched. So you go into the resolution and you pick 1920 by 1080, the normal one, and then when you apply that, it reverts back to 60 Hertz. So how do you fix this? Most likely, the problem is that, let me show you here, if I go over to Device Manager, most likely a problem, if you want to go into Device Manager and press on Monitors, it will be called Generic Monitor, Generic PNP Monitor to be more exact, and that's because it's using Windows drivers and not the actual monitor drivers that are made for it by the company who created the monitor. And so this one right here is my Samsung connected via DP DisplayPort, and that's the one I just got fixed. And so basically, to fix it so that it uses the driver that the company that made the monitor made for it so that it can run these 75 Hertz is pretty easy. All you need to do is download the correct driver. Now, you could go on to their, let's say you have a Samsung monitor, you could go onto the Samsung website and search and not find it, or find it after like 25 hours, 24 hours, 100 hours, who knows. Or you could just, do what I did, and I went into ChatGPT and I wrote, give me a direct link to the download for the monitor driver to Samsung, and then what monitor it is. And ChatGPT will, if there is one, give you the direct link to download. Now, there are different downloads you can get. Either it downloads as a zip file or it downloads as an exe. If it downloads as a zip file, simply extract it. If it downloads as an exe, just run the exe. Now, I'm not sure if you need to, but for safety, I reset my PC after running the exe because I got it as an exe. So in case it's an exe, I would recommend just restarting. Now, what you can do is if you head into your This PC, Windows, and you go into Program Files 86, once you've downloaded it, you should have something called Monitor Driver with this stuff. And in here, there will be the correct stuff you need. You see all of this. These are the driver's stuffy duffs. I'm not that smart. And all you have to do once you've downloaded this is simply go into the Device Manager, go into Monitors, and select the monitor that you want to make sure can run 75 Hertz, so the one you experience problems with. You're going to right click, you're going to press update driver, and you're going to hit browse my computer for drivers. You're going to select the file path where it got downloaded, so usually it's program files 86 monitor driver. You're going to hit next, and you're going to let it download. Also, the name should change to the correct one, and that's how you know it's downloaded successfully. Once that's done, I'm not sure if you still experience the same problem with the Windows thing, because I didn't do the Windows settings to switch it up once I got this done. I actually, since I have NVIDIA, went over to the NVIDIA control panel, if it wants to start up. Let's start on the wrong screen. Here, I went to change resolution, I selected the correct one, and I pressed customize. In here, you want to press create custom resolution, and you want to pick 1920 by 1080, which is the original, and then put the Hertz at 75 and press test. Make sure your computer isn't flickering or showing a black screen, because then it might be another problem. Once that is done, you simply press save, you press this check here, and make sure enable resolution is not exposed by the display is also checked. Press OK, and you have this custom which you can now select. And now your monitor is running at 75 Hertz or whatever amount of Hertz you want it to run at.